Blue Jays prospect Davis Schneider has been phenomenal since getting the call up from AAA Buffalo, and that is a very good sign for this team. We needed some life, something to change, just a new look in the lineup, and he has really brought that. This guy has been just really great since getting called up, we're being honest here. A 385 batting average, 512 on base. He's getting on base more than half the time. His eye at the plate has looked absolutely amazing. He's walking a ton, not striking out too much either, which is nice. And, overall, a 1358 OPS is definitely not too bad either. So he's hitting great. He's already got 7 homers, which is just absolutely insane. He's got 19 RBIs, a stolen bag, 25 hits, 18 runs, and only 65 at-bats. He has looked just insanely good this year, and that is great to see because, like I said, we needed some life in this team, some new look in this lineup, and he has brought that for sure. And when you take a look at the F-WARs among Blue Jays players, he already has a full WAR point more than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Varsho has a 1.7 WAR on Fangraphs. Vladdy has a 0.7, so that is pretty nuts. You got Kirk is at a 1.6, so Schneider's already a bit above him. And you also have a guy like Varsho, who has a 1.7, so he is already tied with a guy like Varsho, who is an elite defensive player. That shows you how much of an impact he's already had, and that is really a huge thing to have, especially when you consider a guy like Schneider, who is obviously just playing his first year now. He's a rookie right now. He's going to be on this team for a very, very long time, under team control, for extremely cheap, and that's going to help this team out a ton. When you consider we're going to have to pay guys like Bo Bichette, and how much we have to play Vladdy, we'll have to wait and see. We don't know how much he's really going to make yet, but eventually down the road, we're going to have to pay Vladdy probably a decent amount. Bo, we know for a fact, is going to get at least like around $300 million minimum, so he's going to ask for a lot. We're going to have to pay a lot of guys here in the next coming years, so it is definitely nice to have a guy like Schneider, even Horowitz as well, and a guy like Ernie Clement as well, who are going to be cheap and good MLB ball players and potentially superstar caliber players. Obviously, we'll see what happens with Schneider. He's going to cool off a bit more, I'm sure. He's not going to hit, like high 300s forever, but if he can be still a high 200 hitter while hitting, 25, 30 plus home runs, that is definitely a realistic possibility for him while being a, high 300s on base guy as well. Those are realistic numbers for a guy like Davis Schneider, I think, at the MLB level consistently for the next few years at least. So we definitely could have an all-star caliber player at least in Davis Schneider for the future, and that would be definitely a very good thing to have on this Blue Jays team for very cheap. And we also consider his defensive side of things. He is a very versatile and good defensive player. He has played second, third, and left field for this team, and that's good to see that he has a pretty good versatility as well, and he has only made 1 error so far across about 129 innings between second, third, and left field, which is very good to see. He's got 1 error, and that was at third base. Other than that, though, has committed 0 errors, which is very nice to see. He's been a very good defensive player so far, and when you consider how versatile he is defensively, how good he is defensively, because he can be an above-average defender at all those positions. He can also be a great power hitter, can hit for some contact, can hit for some average, can take a walk, doesn't strike out a ton. Like, he's just overall a great ball player, has decent speed. We haven't quite seen the stolen bags really get to a crazy number yet, but I'm sure as he gets more experience at the MLB level, I'm sure he'll steal the bag a bit more because he did it at a decent rate in the minor leagues. Nothing insane, but did have 9 stolen bags in 87 games played this year in AAA. So he definitely can be a maybe 20 stolen bag kind of guy. That's definitely a fairly realistic possibility in a full season. So I'm definitely excited to see what he can do moving forward, but I think he's an absolute steal. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please smash the like button and definitely comment down below your guys' thoughts on Davis Schneider.